guys, welcome back to the channel. Don't forget, this is the new Lindy's Lookbook YouTube channel. If you're still following the other one, you can go ahead and start following this one as well. If I'm going to have a video along with a blog post on the channel or a standalone video, they're going to be on this site, so you're going to want to follow it. So be sure you follow it. Also, while you're clicking that subscription button and the little bell so you get notifications, don't forget to follow Lindy's Lookbook on Facebook. That is primarily where you will get any updates, issues, extra pictures, nail pictures, recommendations, quick little mini reviews that are not going to be posted onto the site or on YouTube, so go ahead and go follow there. It's in the description box below. So today I have my friend Zoey with me, and we are going to go over all the things you need to do if you want smooth, non-textured, even tone skin tone. Even though I have a lot of products, all of these, it's full of products and I use most of them, you do not need all of these products. You can find some that can be dual actions and they'll be able to do two things in one. That's totally fine. Use what you're comfortable for. My skincare routine is a modification of the 10-step Korean skincare. But there are three main things that you need to know if you want to get smooth and even toned skin. They are exfoliation, skin care, because you can't just maintain something without giving it some nourishment, and sun protection. So today we're going to go through my skincare routine. Zoey is going to do the routine with me because she has a different skin type that I do. I am normal to dry and Zoey is?
I am combo oily to dry.
And I'm just going to show you guys that the skincare routine can work for any type of skin. So let's just go ahead and get started. As you guys can tell, we don't have any makeup on. That is because we have yet to put it on today, but even though we don't have any makeup on, it is still really important to cleanse your skin. For the Korean skincare routine, there are two parts to this. There is an oil-based face cleanser and a water-based skin cleanser. The two that I described is the beautiful number 7 Beautiful Skin Cleansing Oil by number 7. You can find this at Target for $15. And the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. Also, in my little bucket of wonders, I have the actual Korean brand Clean Zero Solid to Liquid Balm that you can use. It's very similar to the Pixi 2-in-1 Cleansing Duo. It has the balm side, which is the oil side, and the water-based side in a tub that's about this big as well. I just ordered this off of online. Alright, so for the balm, and Zoey is going to demonstrate it for you. All you do is you just scoop out a little bit. I find it's easier if you get it on the back of your nail. That way it doesn't go under the nail, because that personally drives me absolutely bonkers. So you get a little bit, and then you rub it in your hands until it turns into a liquid. It's going to be very similar to this one.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if you can see how shiny my hands are.
Yep, it is now liquid, and I have the liquid on mine as well. Then you just massage it into the skin. If you would be wearing, and I'm sure you can tell I did have my eyebrows done, if you are wearing any sort of makeup, waterproof included, it will literally melt and go all over your face, but that is totally fine because it is just doing its job. The 2-step cleansing process is designed, 1 as a makeup remover and 2 as a cleanser. That way there are no traces of makeup left on your skin. And while you're doing this part, you can go ahead and give yourself a small little facial massage. It feels wonderful. There is zero friction, so you don't have to worry about causing wrinkles. Alright, once you're done and you feel like all of your makeup has been, excuse those are my cats, all of your makeup has been melted and dissolved onto your face, go ahead and at your sink, we just have bowls of water, but you go ahead and you rinse your face, but you do not pat dry. So, alright, once you cleanse off the oil-based cleanser, you might notice that there is still some oil residue left on your face. That's perfectly fine. That's why step number 2 is also equally important. You go ahead and grab your water-based cleanser. Again, this is the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. I usually go for 1 pump, and you can use it to cleanse your skin. once you are done cleansing and drying your face, the second or third, depending if you count these as two separate steps, this third, what I like to say, the third step is exfoliation. Now this is the one that's really important if you want to make sure that you always have an even texture and skin tone. So there are several ways that you can do this. You can do it with a mechanical scrubber, and I'm sure everybody is familiar with the Clarisonic. It is a device that scrubs for you gently while you are cleansing your face. I opted to not use it with the cleanser, but you can totally double your secondary cleansing and exfoliation with the Clarisonic. And also, if you're concerned about the price of a Clarisonic or the availability of one, or you're not entirely sure if that's exactly how you would like to exfoliate your skin, there is another option that is also mechanical. You can grab these little rubber or silicone face scrubbies. I know they used to come in some face wash. You can put your finger in between or around this little stem that's on the back of it, and it has very soft silicone little bristles that as you massage the cleanser into your face is going to do the exact same thing as a Clarisonic for literally a fraction of the price. You can grab a pack of these at the store for like $2 or $3 and you get 3 or 4 of them. So it really is a good investment if you don't want to pay out the big bucks for one of these, because you do have to change out this head every 2 or 3 months, or if you use it more than that, you have to change it out after so many times you use it. These are silicone, so all you really have to do is wipe it down with rubbing alcohol every now and then and you're good to go. So this is a really good investment if you do not want to pay for the Clarisonic. Now there are also other types of physical exfoliators, one of which that I have is the Philosophy Micro Delivery Exfoliating Wash. This is an exfoliator and cleanser in one. It is a very thick gel-like consistency with little beads in it that'll help gently exfoliate your face. And if you need to go another step further, like I do every now and then, it just kind of feels like I just need to take it all off. You need to scrub it off, but mechanical exfoliators don't quite get the job done. That's when you can start looking towards chemical exfoliators. They rely on chemical reactions between the products to lift the dead skin from the face with minimal effort on your part. The only thing that I suggest is that you spot test it on the inside of your arm first, because if you have sensitive skin on your face, you might not like it. It might make you red, might make you irritated. So always, always, always spot test before you apply a product all over your face. But my favorite chemical and mechanical exfoliator is from Philosophy, and it is called the Micro Delivery Peel. It's a 2-step process. The first one is a yellow orangish paste. It smells like citrus and it's amazing. That is made of very fine granules that you gently massage into the skin. You can stop right there at step 1 if you're just looking for a mechanical scrubber that smells really good and is good for the skin. But you can go on to step 2 if you need a little extra. This is the Micro Delivery Peel Part 2 Activating Gel. Once you have put Part 1 on your face, you put about 2 teaspoons of this in the palm of your hand and gently dab it all over your face. And it has a chemical reaction with the crystals in the scrub that will actually lift all of the dead skin off of your face. So we're going to demonstrate that for you today.
Yes.
Because I promised you that we would. So just like with the solid to liquid balm, you just get a little bit on the back of your nail because it's the easiest way to do it. And a little goes a long way. But you want enough that you can actually get it all over your face and let it sit for a little bit. So you don't want it to completely blend in. So what you're going for is a semi mask, and I'll show you what that means. So you gently rub it on. And the more you rub on this part, the more exfoliating effect that the gel will have. Just make sure that whenever you are using an exfoliator, it doesn't matter if it's the Clarisonic, if it's the silicone thing, or if it is one that has granules, you never, ever, ever want to be very rough on your skin. That will actually cause wrinkles and force your skin to create more oil to heal itself. And also avoid the eye area. Alright, as you can see, or maybe you can't see, there is a very thin layer of the crystal scrub all over my face. and I avoided the eye area because you do not want these near your eyes. And also the directions say you might want to look out for your eyebrows or it may bleach them. But if you fill in your eyebrows or you color your eyebrows anyway, I wouldn't really worry about it anyway. And then we're going to go on to step 2. Now I will say step 2 has a tingly sensation. It will feel like your face is getting very warm. But once it comes into contact with the crystals, it's going to form a foam. So you just pat it on.
Whoa.
Yep. And it's going to start getting a little warm, but that just lets you know that the chemical reaction is actually taking place on your skin. So you just pat it on everywhere that you put the crystals. Once you have applied part 2 to your face on top of the crystals, it will get a little foamy and it will start to feel a little warm, but don't panic. That is completely normal. The directions say to leave it on for 2 to 3 minutes, and then you can either wipe it off with a damp cloth or you can splash your face with water. Now we wait for 2 minutes. All right, now that we have been waiting for 2 to 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, even though to you guys is literally like that, we're going to wash it off of our faces and admire how silky smooth our faces have become. All right, once you have done that, you can go ahead and feel your baby soft skin. What this product is marketed to do is actually remove the first 2 layers of dead skin cells. It has active citrus ingredients that actually work to eat away at the dead skin, so you're left with really smooth and clean skin that is ready for the next few steps of the thing. So the 4th step of the regimen is to use a toner. Now you can use a toner that you would put onto a cotton pad as my Claire's Supple Preparation Facial Toner, and it's moisturizing. You need to put it on a pad and rub it over your face. I feel like that wastes a lot of product, so what I usually do is I just put it on my fingertips and dab it all over my face, but I ran out. So I am going to use the Aloe Pure Skincare Line's Nutra Hydrating Mist that is pH balancing, which is what you want in a toner. You don't want an astringent because we just stripped off the oils of our face with the double cleansing and then again with the exfoliation. So now we need to balance our skin. So this is what I am going to use, and Zoey is going to use the Mario Badescu Skincare Facial Spray with Aloe Cucumber and Green Tea. You can find this at Ulta. So you just spritz it onto the face. And then I like to gently pat it in, make sure that nothing is wasted when it comes to skincare because every little drop counts. The 5th step of my modified skincare program is to use a serum or an essence. I have an essence available. If you don't want to buy very many products, you can always just stick with what you're comfortable with. For example, my essence that I'll be using this time is called Snail Bee High Content Essence. It has bee venom and snail secretions in it, but both of those have been documented to improve the skin's texture. So just, I'm running out of this as well, you just use that. So you take it and in gentle patting motions, you just pat it into the skin. Alright, the 6th step of the modified program is to apply a serum. Now you can go one of 2 routes. I am not getting ready for bed yet, so I normally would use my Time Revolution Night Repair Essence, and it comes in a glass bottle with a dripper on it. Or if you have a vitamin C serum that you love, you can go ahead and apply it now. I do not have one because during the day I feel like putting a serum onto my face is a little too heavy, especially now that it is summer here in South Texas. So I go ahead and just skip that part for the morning portion of this regimen. If it were nighttime, I would go ahead and apply my serum. Now the 7th step that you can do, that is highly encouraged actually by Korean skincare officials, is to go ahead and apply a sheet mask to your face and allow your face to absorb everything that you just put in. Again, since I did not put on a serum, I feel that step is a little much, But if it were a day that I was just gonna pamper myself, or I was just lounging around the house, didn't really have anywhere to go, I would apply a face mask and leave it on for way longer than the recommended time would be. The 8th step is eye cream. Eye cream is very important to hydrate the delicate skin around your eyes, especially if you wear makeup a lot, because that eye area can get very, very dehydrated and it gets a little crepey and you can form very fine lines that you didn't realize were there. So we are going to use the Olay Regenerist Micro Sculpting Eye Swirl. And if you look inside the tube, you know you can't tell on camera. It's actually, the serum is swirled inside of it.
It almost looks like a DNA helix.
Yep. So in tapping motions, not rubbing, you're going to apply this to under your eye and your eyelid. You never ever want to tug and pull at your eye area because that will make premature wrinkles and you could actually damage the skin around your eyes permanently, and you don't want to do that. So be very gentle with the eye area. All right, step 8 in my modified skincare routine is a primary moisturizer. I'm one of the crazy ones. I use 2 types of moisturizers during the day and 3 types of moisturizers at night. Since we're doing the day portion of the skincare routine, I will be using the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Water Gel with hyaluronic acid. This stuff is amazing. If you have dry skin, and even if you have oily skin, this will soak into your skin so fast and give you much needed hydration that is not oily. It's amazing. I have gone through like 10 of these since Neutrogena came out with it.
I actually do something like to boost my skin. There's the natural Neutrogena moisturizer, and if my skin is really run down, I'll put a tiny drop of vitamin E and tea tree oil with it.
Oh, that would be amazing.
And it really gives your skin a good boost whenever it's like patchy or dry, or it seems like your skin is breaking out more than usual, and it gets it back on track.
That is a very good idea. So if you need a little bit of extra oomph in your skincare routine and you feel like regular commercial products aren't cutting it for you, you can always add in drops of vitamin E oil, as Zoey does, and even tea tree. Tea tree is really good at fighting off breakouts because it is an
antifungal oil.
Yeah, it's an antifungal, and it acts as an astringent type component without being dehydrating to the skin. So this was moisturizer number 1. I'm gonna go ahead and grab moisturizer number 2. This is the St. Ives Timeless Skin Collagen Elastin Moisturizer, and I love it. This is so hydrating to my skin. Most of the time, I don't even need to use makeup primer, because the whole point of a primer is to make the makeup stick to your face. So what I do, that was a lot. What I do is I just go ahead and grab some of this moisturizer, and if there is a lot, it's totally fine. You can drag it down your neck into your décolleté area and fight off wrinkles down there. But when you put it on, one, it has a very refreshing scent. So usually, I don't even really need to use a primer whenever I use this skin lotion, this face lotion, because it makes my skin very plump and it feels a little tacky. That's actually what you're looking for if you want a good primer that will make the makeup stick to your skin.
And I've noticed, like with my oily skin, I thought that I should stop moisturizing and my skin got oilier. So I started moisturizing, and it actually kind of combats the oiliness, and it seems like it contradicts, but oily skin, you still need moisture, for sure.
The more moisture that you give your skin, the less moisture your body feels that it needs to produce. So it sounds kind of counterintuitive for oily skin to need all of this moisture, but that's why you're oily in the first place. The more moisture that you give your skin, the less oil it's going to produce. And that's the same not only for the skin, but for the body, for the hair, for the scalp hair. You just need to make sure that you're always moisturizing your skin, or it's going to overly produce the oil it needs to stay moisturized. So that was a good tip for my oily beauties out there. My oily skinned and combination skinned beauties out there. And even though this is the end of my daily routine, I always put this on at night as my third and thickest moisturizer. This is the Olay Regenerating Night Recovery Cream Moisturizer. And if you look at this, it is so thick. It is like clung to the walls of this little itty bitty jar. And every time I scoop it out, my scoop indent stays there until the next night. That's how thick it is. And I put that all over my face and I go to sleep, and I try to sleep like this so none of it rubs off.
Like memory cream. Like instead of memory foam.
So this was the exfoliation part of keeping your skin, maintaining your skin texture and maintaining your skin tone, because exfoliation helps with texture and tonal issues. And if you feel like you have discoloration in your skin, you can always get products that are specifically designed to combat color issues. So if you have a certain type of skin condition like rosacea, or you have the depigmentation of the skin, you can find creams and sprays and gels that will help you combat that. That these may not do, since I don't have that problem except for a little bit of redness, but I take care of that with makeup. The most important part of any skincare, you can go do this all day if you want, but you're gonna have to do it over and over and over and over if you do not use SPF. Now, we're not going to use SPF today because it's evening already. The sun has gone down. It's been raining, but even if it's cloudy, you still want it. This SPF. I have the most amazing SPF that I got shipped in from South Korea, and I don't even know what it's called. It's called Sun Milk SPF 50 Plus. However, I ran out, as I have, and I just haven't gotten around to order it yet. I know so many brands make SPF for the face. Just go out and buy you one. It can be $10, it can be $20, it can be higher than that. Make sure it has at least SPF 30. That is the bare minimum of skin protection that you want on your face. I'm crazy and mine's 50 plus. I'm so crazy, my foundation is SPF 50 plus.
And there are BB creams and foundations that have sunscreen in them, and the foundation I use is the Neutrogena acne fighting one, and that one has some SPF in it too. So
just make sure you're using SPF. So sun damage is the biggest cause of pre-aging of the skin or aging of the skin, or even discoloration because of the sun damage. So please, 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 please protect your skin with SPF. That is, I cannot stress that enough. Do it. So these are the three things that you needed that we have just demonstrated for you, aside from the SPF, because we're not going to use it tonight since the sun is down. But that is 1, exfoliation. 2, skin care. Once you exfoliate all those dead skin cells off, you need to immediately take care of your baby skins, your new skin cells that are forming, by giving them plenty of moisture, plenty of products that help them grow strongly. And you always want to protect everything you had just done with SPF. So you follow those 3 things, just those 3 things, and you will not have to worry about skin texture or discoloration ever again. So thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You can just click the little button somewhere. It's around here somewhere. I don't know where it is.
It might be down below.
It's down here somewhere. If you saw a product that we use that you've wanted to try or that you love, go ahead and tell us what you use and why you love it so much. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video.